As promised from the last video, I decided that we'd go out and check out crepe myrtles. And I also left a teaser with y'all saying, hey, crepe murder or not? We'll go into those details later on in the video. It's all about the right pruning at the right time for the right plant. As you can see, these crepe myrtles in the shot are very, very mature and have not been pruned severely. All the way down to the beautiful trunk. I'll zoom in here. Zooming in, and you can see how well established this tree is. As you can see, the base of this tree has got to be 2 feet in diameter. If you look up, these trunk and limbs have not been hacked back, left to grow out as they should be. The bark has a mottled effect that peels as the tree matures. And this is another amazing feature of the plant. As you can see the differentiation in the bark? You've got a green texture to a brown, and the bark will peel off and fall to the ground. Just adds another bit of interest to the plant itself. Fabulous, fabulous landscape appeal. So why choose crepe myrtle? Its bloom time is a big factor. Right during summer months and early fall is when the crepe myrtles are at their peak. What more could you ask for? Another point is the hardiness zones of the plant. What's that mean? The areas in the country that naturally have the right weather, sun, rain, soils, etc., that are a good fit. So from zones 7 through 10, approximately from North Carolina to mid-Kentucky, over to Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, west to New Mexico, and of course all the way up the west coast, including California. And from these states all the way to the southern parts of Texas and most of Florida. So a huge chunk of the country. So as you can see with the pictures scrolling by here, these plants come in a stunning variety of different colors, from whites to a variety of pinks all the way down through a purple. Your Latin name for these plants, the ones that you will see in the landscape most often, is Lagerstroemeria indica. So that specific variety is known for flowering up to 100 days in summer, especially if old flowers are removed. Oftentimes in the northern ranges of this plant, leaves will turn to a magnificent show of color for the fall season. Another reason why to put it in your landscape. The Japanese crepe myrtle, Lagerstroemeria phorea, is a larger tree with cinnamon bark, white flowers, and a great powdery mildew resistance. That's one of the troublesome areas with crepe myrtles, is they are susceptible to powdery mildew. Hybridizing these two species mentioned, indica and phorea, has led to plants with exceptionally beautiful bark and disease resistance. What's not to love? So as promised, I was going to let you know what I meant by the term crepe murder, a play on the word crepe myrtle. So as you can see, the big trees up behind me here are perfect and beautiful and left to do as they will do normally. So what you'll find is landscaping crews will come in and do pruning. A lot of people will call it crepe murder because they do a severe pruning on these beautiful trees, shrubs. They leave stumps. It looks like somebody has taken all the fingers off a hand. They look like this. I'll go over and get you another shot so you can see what a tree looks like that has been hacked severely back. Not a good idea to do this. Why? Because you're creating a weak-wooded plant, like you can see behind me. These trees are strong and established. 12-inch diameter caliper at the base are probably 2-3 feet. These trees will withstand wind and can handle any diseases and insects and pests that may come along. When you're hacking trees down like that in the crepe murder way of thinking, you're creating a space for disease and insects to enter into the plant, creating a weak wooded plant, and you're just basically going against the grain, pun intended. So don't do crepe murder. let the plant grow out. Another video coming up, I'll show you how to prune properly, how to keep your secateurs or pruners or snips, whichever word you want to use, the hand pruners a lot of people use, and loppers, they're a longer pole pruner. Keep those clean and sharp and you can't go wrong. So I'm going to show you an example of the hacking and the crepe murder effect when people hack back the trees and keep them stunted down. So as you can see right here, these guys are really short, and so am I. I'm 5'3" on a good day. So let me show you what that looks like. See how short these are? It's terrible. So as you can see, these guys look like little stump munchkins, right? They look like little stump munchkins. In my opinion, I think the bigger, more established trees that are left to do their thing look far better. Folks here in the south, I'm in Florida, will say that they're hurricane proofing these plants. No. I'll go on record as saying it's a make work project, so landscapers can go from A to B and to keep income coming in and keep themselves busy with jobs. So don't commit crepe murder. Let the plant grow, and we'll show you in another episode, another video coming up, how to prune right so you don't end up with this mess. I mean, yeah, the flowers are pretty, but all those new stems, the green that you see in there, I'll move it over just a little bit. All that green, that limey green stuff right here, those are very weak-wooded. They're super limber, and they're not going to withstand any high winds. They'll get destroyed. So again, once again, no crepe murder. Leave the poor plants to do their thing.
And now, you know.